In the heart of Avani, a small village nestled amidst rolling hills, lived a man named Tikuno. Old and weathered, with a heart overflowing with kindness, Tikuno was known by all as a beacon of hope and generosity. His wrinkled face held a gentle smile, and his eyes sparkled with wisdom gleaned from a life dedicated to others. Tikuno lived a simple life, his meager possessions a testament to his selflessness. He owned little, yet he gave abundantly. Every morning he would wake up before the sun, his heart brimming with a desire to serve. He believed that true happiness lay not in accumulating wealth, but in enriching the lives of those around him. Tikuno's days were filled with acts of kindness, big and small. He would help farmers with their harvest, chop wood for the elderly, and mend clothes for widows struggling to make ends meet. His gentle touch and soothing words brought solace to the afflicted, and his unwavering optimism inspired hope in the disheartened. Tikuno's home was a modest hut on the outskirts of the village. Its thatched roof, patched and repatched over the years, offered little protection from the elements. The walls, made of mud and straw, were bare except for a few faded pictures drawn by children he had helped. Despite its humble appearance, Tikuno's hut was a sanctuary for the villagers. It was a place where the weary found rest, the hungry were fed, and the troubled found solace. Tikuno's door was always open, a symbol of his boundless generosity and his unwavering belief in the goodness of humanity. One evening, a fierce storm raged through Avani. Torrential rain lashed against the huts, and howling winds threatened to rip trees from their roots. Fear gripped the villagers as they huddled inside their homes, praying for the storm to pass. As the storm reached its peak, a deafening crack echoed through the village. A large tree, its roots weakened by the relentless rain, had crashed onto Tikuno's hut, trapping the old man inside. Panic surged through the village as news of Tikuno's predicament spread. Villagers, their faces etched with worry, rushed out into the storm, desperate to rescue the beloved old man. The wind whipped at their faces, and the rain soaked them to the bone, but their determination did not waver. Using their combined strength, the villagers struggled to lift the heavy tree trunk. Each heave was met with agonizing resistance, but they refused to give up. Time seemed to stand still as they fought against the elements and the weight of the fallen tree, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and hope. Finally, with one last Herculean effort, they managed to create a small opening. Through the pouring rain and the tangle of branches, they could see Tikuno lying amidst the debris, his frail body pinned beneath a fallen beam. His eyes were closed, and his chest rose and fell in shallow breaths. The villagers worked tirelessly, their hands raw and blistered, until they finally freed Tikuno from the wreckage. But their relief was short-lived. Tikuno, his body battered and broken, breathed his last breath surrounded by the people he loved. A collective gasp of despair swept through the village. The rain seemed to weep with them, mirroring the grief that engulfed their hearts. Tikuno, their protector, their confidant, their beacon of hope, was gone. The village of Avani had lost its heart. As the storm subsided and the villagers prepared Tikuno's funeral, a chilling realization dawned upon them. The tree that had crushed Tikuno's hut had not fallen naturally. The base of the tree showed signs of tampering, suggesting a deliberate act of sabotage. Section 5. Whispers and Suspicions. The search for truth begins. Whispers of disbelief and anger rippled through the grieving village. Who would commit such a heinous act against a man as kind and selfless as Tikuno? The villagers, their hearts heavy with grief and suspicion, struggled to comprehend the darkness that had descended upon their once peaceful community. The village elders, their faces etched with sorrow and determination, vowed to bring Tikuno's killer to justice. They knew that finding the culprit would not bring back their beloved Tikuno, but it was a matter of honor, a way to restore peace to their shattered community. The elders began their investigation by questioning the villagers, hoping to uncover any clues that might lead them to the perpetrator. They retraced Tikuno's steps, seeking any indication of animosity or ill will towards the old man. Section 6. The village elders convene. A glimmer of hope. The elders gathered in the village square, their faces etched with worry. Days had turned into nights, And still, the identity of Tikuno's killer remained a mystery. The investigation seemed to have hit a dead end, and a sense of hopelessness began to settle over the village. Just when their spirits were at their lowest, a young boy named Arun approached the elders. Arun, known for his keen observation skills, had been deeply affected by Tikuno's death. He had spent the past few days retracing Tikuno's last steps, determined to find something, anything that might help the elders. Arun pointed towards the outskirts of the village, where a lone CCTV camera, recently installed by the local authorities, stood silently overlooking the path leading to Tikuno's hut. A surge of hope coursed through the elders. Could this be the breakthrough they had been praying for? Section 7. Unveiling the Truth, the CCTV footage. The elders, their hearts pounding with anticipation, retrieved the footage from the CCTV camera. As they huddled around a flickering laptop, their eyes glued to the screen, the events of that fateful night unfolded before them. The grainy footage showed the raging storm, the wind whipping the trees into a frenzy. Then, a figure emerged from the shadows. The figure, shrouded in darkness, moved with a chilling purposefulness towards Tikuno's hut. The figure stopped at the base of the tree that would later become Tikuno's tomb, and bent down, spending several minutes tampering with its base. The elders watched in stunned silence as the figure, its task completed, melted back into the night, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. Although the poor quality of the footage made it difficult to identify the perpetrator, the elders noticed a distinctive limp and a tattered shawl that the figure wore. Section 8. Justice Prevails, Apprehending the Perpetrator. The elders, armed with this newfound evidence, wasted no time in sharing their findings with the village. The distinctive limp and the tattered shawl sparked recognition among the villagers. Whispers turned into accusations as they identified the suspect, a disgruntled farmer named Ramesh, known for his quick temper and his long-standing grudge against Tikuno. Ramesh, confronted with the undeniable evidence, confessed to his crime. He admitted to sabotaging the tree, driven by a fit of rage over a land dispute he had with Tikuno. He had hoped to scare Tikuno, not kill him, but his actions had irreversible consequences. The villagers were shocked and angered by Ramesh's confession. They had misjudged him, believing him incapable of such a heinous act. The elders, guided by Tikuno's principles of forgiveness and justice, handed Ramesh over to the local authorities. Section 9. Honoring Tikuno's Legacy, a Lesson in Selflessness. The village of Avani mourned the loss of Tikuno, their hearts heavy with grief and a profound sense of loss. Yet amidst their sorrow, they found solace in the legacy of kindness and compassion that Tikuno had left behind. The villagers came together to rebuild Tikuno's hut, transforming it into a community center, a testament to his unwavering belief in the power of unity and compassion. The center became a place where the villagers gathered to share stories, offer support to those in need, and keep Tikuno's spirit alive. Arun, hailed as a hero for his role in uncovering the truth, became a symbol of hope and courage for the village children. He embodied Tikuno's spirit of observation and his unwavering pursuit of justice, reminding everyone that even the smallest among them could make a difference. Section 10. Conclusion. The enduring spirit of Tikuno. The legend of Tikuno, the kind soul of Avani, was passed down through generations. His story served as a poignant reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of one's heart. Tikuno's life, though tragically cut short, became a beacon of light, illuminating the path towards a more just and compassionate world. And so, the village of Avani, forever touched by Tikuno's kindness, continued to thrive, its inhabitants embracing the values of selflessness, compassion, and unity that he had so perfectly embodied. Tikuno's spirit lived on, not in monuments or statues, but in the hearts of the people he loved and the countless lives he had touched.